You probably think I look stupid, which is true, but the aliens in this movie are not that far off from that. So I saw Disclosure Day last night, and it was pretty good. It was all right. It wasn't great, but it was fine, and I knew that it was going to be fine. But was it a return to Spielbergism, escapism, mesmerism? Ner. Was not. And I really hoped it would be. I thought it might be. A lot of people did. A lot of people were saying, like, this is going to be his return to form. And the thing is, alien movies are such a forte of his, especially combined with John Williams. So expecting that this movie is impassioned, beautiful to look at, emotionally compelling, dare I say life-changing. Am I reaching for the stars? Not really. I'm putting these back on. These are fun. I feel like alien culture has gotten really intense since his last alien movie, which I think was War of the Worlds. But like things have changed a lot. There are forums. There is a community. And I know there always has been, but like it's gotten really intense. And I'm definitely not one of those people, but I do love alien movies. Like the cosmic connection that I have with E.T., you guys just wouldn't get it.
Tell a bitch I can't jump this evil Knievel. I'm about to run you down the church in the steeple.
Also, War of the Worlds, life-changing. The cinematography, the set design, the relationship between Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning, the fucking narration by Morgan Freeman. It's not like the best movie he's ever made, but it was my first Spielberg movie in theaters, and it's just it was such a fucking experience. Like, it was clear that him and the entire production was locked the fuck in from start to finish. And you can see it, you can feel it, it's awesome. Back to Disclosure Day, that was just not the case. His creative energy felt very distant from this movie, save for a couple amazing sequences. By the way, spoiler warnings. I didn't really find Josh O'Connor's character that interesting at all. He was pretty much guy who steals secrets from the government and goes on the run. Not much more depth there. I mean, I was rooting for him, but that's why his backpack is so big. It's full of secrets. I don't really know what else to say about him. I did find him to be a lot more interesting when he got paired up with Emily Blunt, whose character I fucking adored. I thought her gift from the aliens, just to have this all-encompassing understanding of humanity and like omniscient intuition was so cool. She's just like, yeah, going with the flow, and it takes her where she needs to go. And I thought Josh O'Connor's gift of being able to understand the alien language, the binary mathematics code, whatever, but she couldn't understand it. And then when they finally paired up and combined their skills, I was like the Avengers. I liked it a lot. Also, when she just casually girl bossed her way out of the most secure compound in America, and she was like the most wanted person in America, oh, I loved it. I was all in. That was such a good scene. The Wardex agents just parting the Red Sea for her because she had them so gobsmacked. And speaking of good scenes, I love the sequence when Wardex finds out where the whistleblower's secret hideout is, and they all roll up on him. But Emily Blunt uses the technology to make everything they built inside the warehouse and them invisible. So all Wardex sees is an empty warehouse, but there's actually this like full fucking house that they reconstructed for Emily Blunt to recommunicate with the aliens. The Wardex agents have those thermal imaging devices, so they know people are there, but they can't see them. All they can see is that faint glow of the alien device. So they fucking storm the warehouse, but there's a house built inside and there's fire trucks, there's all this shit, and they just keep running into them and crashing through windows, and they can't see any of it. They're just fucking falling over their own asses. I just thought that was peak Spielberg. Scenes like that, it felt like Steven was on set, he was locked in, he was overseeing every element of production. But a lot of the movie didn't feel that way. I thought the majority of the chase sequences felt very uninspired and cookie cutter and kind of just like phoning it in. And also, so many chase sequences, have less of them for sure. So much of the movie was just Josh O'Connor in that backpack going to one safe house location. Wardex tracks him and finds him. He narrowly escapes, rinse and repeat. And I'm not knocking the simplicity of the narrative. I actually like movies where the protagonist's goal is pretty like clear cut. I'm knocking the way that it was expressed and shot. It was just so repetitive and boring. To use War of the Worlds as a comparison, they had a pretty simple goal: get the fuck out of there. I think it was to find his ex-wife too, but it was like, yeah, we gotta go. But throughout that, so many distinctly different and incredible scenes happened. Like the scene in the city when the aliens come up from the ground is incredible. The airplane scene, the fucking scene on the river with the dead bodies floating. Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me as a kid. I think when I rewatched it, I would skip it because it was so disturbing to me. And then there's the scene on the ferry, incredible, when they're on that massive field and all the soldiers roll up. You see the tripods scattered around this massive field. Beautiful. And then Tim Robbins comes out and offers them shelter. And there's this whole underground sequence in the basement that's so disturbing. My point is, you can have a very simple narrative, but within that fit in a variety of scenes that each have their own tone and pacing and emotion and color and vibe. Like and Steven Spielberg knows how to do that. But this movie is just kind of like one safe house after another, and it's very one note for a while. Like, I didn't dislike this movie by any means. It overall didn't give me the feeling of like, oh, Steven Spielberg's back, which is what I wanted. The Spielbergisms definitely increased in the last third of the movie. Like, when Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, and Coleman Domingo meet up, I got a lot more engaged. A lot more stuff started to happen. Like, I loved the showdown between Coleman Domingo and Colin Firth, who plays the head of Wardex. And, like, all the rebels and whistleblowers used to work for this organization. They turned on him and took the secrets and were like, people need to know this. And Colin Firth is just like, what the fuck? What was this betrayal? And Coleman Domingo is like, well, I was on board until you changed, until you lost your wife, and then you became militant and a dictator, and like the people in your organization whose job is to know about the aliens and protect the information came to you with questions, wanting to understand, being curious, obviously, and you told them to fuck off. You said, like, that's a need-to-know basis. So it's like, yeah, we changed, you changed. In this conversation, Coleman Domingo also has a great monologue on empathy and compassion and just the nature of humanity. And if you've watched my Euphoria video, you know that Coleman Domingo talked about these subjects very recently, a couple weeks ago, and it did not go well at all. So this redemption was very nice. He absolutely popped off on empathy, and I hope that Sam Levinson saw this in theaters and felt ashamed of himself. Anyways, another moment that I thought was so Spielberg was the scene where Emily Blunt is reliving that first alien encounter she had when she was like 5. And the camera's following her as she is walking into that cabin, and it's snowing, and she's talking about how the snow was actually warm on her feet, and there's all these animals around her, and the cabin door opens, and it's just this like blinding white light. So well shot. Didn't like the CGI. That really took me out of it. Same thing with a lot of the alien sequences. It's like I was trying so hard to be engaged. I was engaged. I love in a movie when a character is like, you need to see these old tapes. Like, I have something to show you. And that's what happens in this. He's like, I gotta show you these classified tapes from the fucking 40s to the 70s of proof of extraterrestrial life. And then the CGI is so bad. As fast as I got engaged, I am disengaged. It literally was like this bullshit. And yeah, not a fan. No thank you. I also didn't like the look of the aliens. Like, I don't know why they had to look like an emoji. Modern day alien movies, I think they should look like something completely incomprehensible. I don't think they should be like humanoid-esque. Certainly not our stereotypical idea of what an alien is, because it's like our human conception of it is probably not what they would actually look like. I don't know. I did reach out to my friend who like actually is on the alien forums. He's deep in it. And he said that this type of creature is actually a proven species. So I don't know, but if aliens, if you're watching this and you do look like this, maybe go back to the drawing board and come up with something more creative, because this look is just really played out. A really good example of impeccable alien design is the movie Arrival. They're like these hot air balloon octopuses. It's so bizarre, so creative, so, like I was saying, incomprehensible, just so fucking otherworldly. That movie is, in my opinion, the best modern day sci-fi about aliens making contact with humans, and it is similar themes to Disclosure Day, where it's not a malicious invasion. It's benevolent, and I really hope Disclosure Day would hold a candle to it, and it doesn't, and it sucks. While we're here in the complaints department, John Williams' score made no impact on me. It was fine. There were certainly moments where I was like, oh, there he is. But overall, like, we're talking about the team that did Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, Saving Private Ryan, Schindler's List. Did I miss anything? I probably missed some. Just like incredible work and songs that you can just hear in your head like that. And I could not tell you what this score sounded like, and I saw it yesterday. This just could have been epic. This could have been a return to form, another magnum opus, and it was not. Okay, my little alien to me just said, which means stop with the bad vibes. So let's talk about the last news sequence. I thought it was fucking awesome. Before seeing the movie, I accidentally came across people saying that they hated the ending, and I thought that either the movie was going to end before they tell everyone, but they were telling everyone, we just don't get to see it, or the like disclosure people decide to not tell people for whatever reason. So I was worried. I was very worried. And thank God that is not what happened. I actually liked the ending a lot, but before that, the news sequence is like 30 minutes long. It's fucking amazing. I found that CNN or NBC reporters acting and her reaction to seeing the tapes come in one by one, 10 out of 10. Give her Best Supporting Actress nomination. A lot of that sequence, too, was like footage of the spaceships, which, like I said, I really, really liked. Yeah, no, I was locked in for that. I was blown away. I thought it was great. And I actually didn't have a problem with it cutting before them saying what the alien said. I am just glad that we got to see the full disclosure to the world. I mean, I get why people are pissed that we don't get to find out what the alien says, but I like ambiguousness. I like filling in blanks. I'm sure there will be a whole thing of people trying to decipher what the alien said. That is a level of ambiguity that I'm very much okay with. If all of the movie happened only for us to not see them tell the world, I would have been fuming. So thank God that's not the case. Thank you, Steven. I realized I forgot to talk about Josh O'Connor's girlfriend in the movie, and as far as her as the love interest, they didn't have any chemistry. It was never really expressed why they were so drawn to each other. I didn't get it. What I liked that she brought to the table was her process of losing and regaining faith in humanity. Overall, the movie's super life-affirming and is saying we should have faith in each other, we should trust each other, we should have compassion for each other. When the movie starts, there's like a World War III situation happening, and then by the end, the entire world comes together to witness this event that is changing mankind forever. And we don't know what happens next. Maybe there is chaos in the streets. Who the fuck knows what that alien said? But for that moment, everyone in the world is experiencing the same feeling of shock and awe at the same time. And that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, that's my spiel on Disclosure Day. It certainly did not make enough of an impact on me to want to do a longer form deep dive, but I did have some things I wanted to say. And it's kind of fun to just like quickly ramble about a movie that just came out. It's certainly less coherent and not scripted and not as funny, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. I think my next longer form video is going to be on Hokum, so stay tuned for that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I just found out what the alien said. He said, which means like and subscribe to Pete's Movies. Okay, thanks, bye.